It was 8 in the morning. COVID season 2 had the world locked down again, and once more Zoom was trending like a chart topping hit. Online classes, online meetings, online concerts, everything had become a square on a screen. Why Nia? As she walked into the kitchen, rubbing her eyes and tying her hair into a loose bun, she glanced at Jungkook, who was still sitting on the couch, scrolling through something on his phone. Do you need coffee? I'm making some for myself. Wine was an economics student in Korea, though originally she was from another country. Her life in Seoul had been strictly books, classes, and the occasional rant about assignments, until that day. The day she met Jungkook, world famous K-pop idol, hot trouble millions, and now somehow the man sitting on her couch waiting for coffee. Their first meeting? A mess. She had been rushing to class and somehow dropped her phone accidentally. In pure panic, asked a random masked stranger on street if she could use his phone to call herself. He handed it over silently. She found her phone eventually and turned to thank him. Thank you so much, Master Ryan. Only for him to pull down his mask slightly and say, Jungkook. He expected the usual reaction, screaming, maybe a selfie request, a can I hug you kind of moment. But she just smiled, her eyes widened a bit. Sure, but all she said was, thank you. No cabos, no fangirling, and somehow that calmness stuck with him more than any cheers from a stadium. Now here they were, living together, sharing coffee, and blending their lives like sugar in a cup. Yeah, one black coffee for me. I seriously don't get how people drink that. It tastes like heartbreak. You should team up with Dale. He hates coffee like it insulted his ancestors. I don't hate all coffee, just black coffee. Coffee with milk is perfect. That's not coffee anymore, babe. That's dessert. Whatever. Coffee snob. Go, start your meeting. You're gonna be late. Jungkook nodded, setting his notebook down beside him. He reached for his laptop and opened his Zoom link. Clicking join. The screen flickered. Without thinking, he turned on his mic and camera. He casually adjusted his hair in the camera preview. Jungkook stared at the screen. Instead of his manager and company faces, he saw students, like a lot of students. Most of them had their cameras off, some were yawning, and one guy had clearly just woken up. At the top of the screen, it said Macroeconomics, Professor Shin. Jungkook blinked once, twice. Since when does my team study macroeconomics? Back in the kitchen, Wan was humming while pouring milk into her coffee. She had no idea her boyfriend was seconds away from disaster. Meanwhile, the professor, who had the exhausted energy of someone paid too little to care too much, squinted at his screen. Huh, he said, adjusting his glasses. Why Wan is looking different today? Got a new haircut? A student unmuted with pure chaos energy. Wait a minute, is that John Jungkook? And the voice came from Abyss. Bro, what is he doing in our class? Jungkook's eyes widened like a deer. He scrambled to mute, then unmute, then mute again, accidentally turning off his mic volume instead. Vienna, walking back with 2 mugs of coffee, stood there frozen, the color draining from her face as her brain caught up with what just happened. Wait, whose laptop did you take? Jungkook turned around in horror. Yours, I think, babe. You think? She whispered out, rushing over. The chat was blowing up. Jungkook slammed the laptop shut like he just summoned a demon. I'm going to disappear. I'm deleting all my socials, changing my name to Mr. Macroeconomics. I need new identity. Jungkook, she said slowly, blinking in horror. Did he just... They just... Oh my god. He collapsed dramatically on the couch, arms over his face. My fans are going to turn this into memes. The group chat is going to explode. My manager is going to faint. Bro? You're only thinking about being meme? I'm not you, bro. Shut up. Her hands flew to her head. My class, my professor, my whole department, they saw you. Jungkook looked genuinely sorry. I swear, babe, I thought it was my laptop. Now they all know. They saw your face, my room. My boyfriend is John Jungkook. She started pacing back and forth like a whole academic life had just crumbled in 10 seconds. What if they record it? What if it goes viral? What if the university kicks me out for dating someone too famous? Do you know how strict this place is? Chalk blinked. Wait, can they even do that? I don't know, she shouted, throwing her hands in the air. But he was Jungkook. They will probably throw me out for dating the golden magne. Meanwhile, her phone buzzed like crazy. Class group chat, professor emails, some strangers named Minu from section B sent her a friend request with a message. She groaned and sank into the couch, hiding her face in her cushion. I can never show up to class again. Jungkook gently pats her back. Well, look on the bright side. At least now you don't have to keep me a secret anymore. She picked out from the pillow with a glow. This is not how I wanted to go public. He smiled. Now that it's out there, should we send him a couple selfie for the class group chat? Jungkook. 10 minutes later, the apartment looked like the aftermath of a crime scene. When buried under a blanket on the floor, Jungkook on his phone pretending he didn't just crash a college class. Jungkook scrolled through Twitter and winced. Soon Jungkook was trending, so was Wine Only Living the Dream. Oh, look. Someone made a fan edit of me entering Zoom class. They added background music. My universe is playing behind. Wine ground from under the blanket. Tell me when the earth opens up and swallows me. Ding. New message from manager Kim. Jungkook glanced at it. He turned the phone to show Wyan. So, how do you feel about faking date and changing your name? She picked out, eyes wide. Is he mad? He's either furious or panicking. Maybe both. Ding. Another message popped up. Wait, you called me babe on camera? I did? Oh my god, you did. I'm done. I'm going to dig a hole and live inside it forever. Don't visit, don't send food. Just then, her phone rang again. On her number, she hesitated, then picked up. Hello, is this Ryan? Came from a familiar voice. Yes? This is Professor Shin. I just wanted to say you have excellent taste. Ryan hung up immediately and stared into the void. My professor just approved my relationship. I'm not okay. Jungkook leaned in and whispered, at least he didn't ask for a signed album. Whoa, yeah, give them ideas. About 30 minutes later, the doorbell rang. Jungkook and Wayne froze. Before Jungkook could respond, the door swung open, and in no time came Manager Kim, storming in like he had fire under his shoes. John Jungkook! He barked. Wayne jumped up from the couch like she got caught cheating on an exam. I, I was just, mm, coffee? She held up an empty mug, like it was her last hope. Manager Kim didn't even glance at her. His eyes were locked on Jungkook like a missile hitting target. You just casually condone your relationship on a public Zoom call? Are you trying to retire early? Jungkook was cool as always. It wasn't intentional. Then why did you call babe in front of 36 confused university students? And one very loud professor Shin? YN shrank into the background, gripping the mug tighter. Should I leave? I can leave. Manager Kim finally noticed her and blinked. Wait, you? You are the girlfriend? YN gave a nervous laugh. I'm a girlfriend, not like the girlfriend. Okay, yes, I'm sorry. Manager Kim blinked slowly like his brain was buffering. Do you understand how bad this looks for us right now? Jungkook's image, your college reputation, the company. I can drop, leave career if that helps. Jungkook turned to her, alarmed. What? No! Manager Kim threw his hands in the air. No one is leaving anything. We just need to clean this up. And quickly. Well looked at Jungkook, then back at Manager Kim. Do I get a script or something? Just sit there and don't say anything until I tell you what to say. Manager Kim snapped. She nodded like a kid getting scolded by the principal. Yes, sir. Manager Kim paced the room, muttering to himself like he was writing a press release in his head at light speed. Jungkook leaned back, arms crossed. Hung, chill. No one even knew it was me for a full minute. Oh, yes, because nothing screams incognito like your face in 4K resolution. And then you had the audacity to call her babe. Jungkook and Wine kept quiet. Manager Kim announced, clapping once like a stressed kindergarten teacher. Okay, here's what we will do. Damage control. We say it was misunderstanding. A footer glitch, deepfake, something. Jungkook rolled his eyes. You were going to tell them it was AI? It's 2025. People believe anything now. Meanwhile, he pointed at YN, are on media lockdown. No Instagram stories, no TikToks, no breathing near cameras. Clear? YN nodded quickly. I will uninstall my life. Magic Kim turned to Jungkook. And you, stay out of her Zoom classes. I didn't mean to. She took my laptop. No, you took mine. Yours has that cracked Tata sticker. Both of them stared at each other for a bit. Manager Kim let out the longest sigh in the history of sighs. I'm managing toddlers. Hot toddlers, Jungkook mumbled. What was that? Nothing. Manager Kim's phone buzzed. He checked it. His face turned white. Too late. What? They both shouted. He held up the phone and turned it around. A headline was already making the rounds. Jungkook gave Wayne a smirk. Well, since it's out now, should we take a cute selfie and cross the internet? In this outfit? No way. You're all cute. Manager came on screams internally. The apartment had finally quieted down. After dinner, the smell of soy sauce and grilled garlic still lingered faintly in the air. The sink was filled with the last few wet dishes, as Wine stood by the counter humming softly as she dried them with a worn out towel. Jungkook sat cross-legged on the couch, his hair slightly messy from the running his hand through it too many times. The remote lay forgotten next to him. He wasn't watching TV. He was staring at his phone, the bright glow reflecting off his face. He grinned to himself, biting his bottom lip as he opened the Weaver's app. His finger hovered over the Go Live button, like he was about to launch a spaceship. Tap. The screen blinked, and he was live. Instantly, the comment section flooded with chaos. Joko grabbed the back of his neck and gave a small, sheepish wave. Hey everyone, yay, this is happening. So, I guess most of you saw the Zoom clip. That wasn't supposed to happen. And yeah, I did say big, because she is. He tilted his head slightly and called out behind the camera. Why ain't you coming or just gonna hide in the kitchen forever? We didn't plan for this to go public, but now that it has, we have talked and decided not to hide anymore. We're not perfect, but it's real. I hope that's okay. Thanks for the love, and even if you're still processing, well, surprise? He gave a peace sign while Wayne waved with the dish towel like it was a flag. Okay, that's it for now. We wanted to clear the air. We're good. Hope you guys are too. Please don't cancel me. I just want to pass college. She's too precious to cancel. He ended the live and laid out a breath, tossing the phone onto the couch. Well, that's it. We're officially out there. Yay, we're public. Can I have an ice cream now? That's the first thing you say after a relationship review? Hey, I'm stressed, and sugar is therapy. They laughed as they wandered into the kitchen. But just as she was pulling open the fridge, her phone buzzed on the counter. She glanced at it, froze, then stared at Jungkook in horror. Oh no, what happened? I don't think I'm ready for this kind of fame. I haven't even done my laundry. Jungkook chuckled, pulling her close as she looked at the cows on the phone. Too late now. You're stuck with me. Fine, but you're folding the laundry.